So I want to assume that the Earth is flat and that the sun rotates about the Earth on top of the Earth in a circle, and what that would look like in the sky. And from my understanding, you would be able to see the sun at all times, and you would see it do a circle in the sky. And depending on the size of the sun would depend on, what, you know, how big the sun would be in the sky, how much of your field of view does it take up? Okay, that was pretty obvious. I don't think that should have even been said, but okay, so moving on. That's what I would expect to see. And if the sun wasn't bright enough to be seen anymore, then I would see it get from whatever size that I saw it was at, and it would get smaller. It wouldn't just disappear just from like a certain size and then, it would gradually get smaller. That's what happens. The next experiment would be that the Earth, assuming the Earth is flat and the sun revolved around the flat Earth, what would you expect to see? So if the sun were bright enough to be seen by everyone on Earth, as soon as the sun crossed above the horizon, everyone would see the Earth if you weren't being blocked by any physical, like a mountain or a building or something. So but everyone that was able to see it would start seeing it, and maybe in the middle of the day, everyone would be able to see it, right? Nothing would be blocking it at that point, and or nothing on Earth that has a kind of height to block that. So yeah, so everyone would see it, and then it would go down, and everyone would see the horizon, and it would all be at the same exact time. You could call your friends in different parts of the world, and that would be what you would expect. So that doesn't happen, and neither did the experiment that I talked about before happen. You don't see any sort of circle in the sky or the sun disappearing or seeing it the whole time. So in this example, the sun, everyone could see it. Now, let's say that you couldn't see, not everyone could see the sun, like it wasn't as powerful that everyone could see it. As soon as the sun crossed the horizon, if you couldn't see it, say if like you were in the middle or towards the other side, when you could see it, it would start as a small dot and then get bigger and bigger, and it would start above in the sky. It would be above the horizon in the sky. It wouldn't start from the horizon, and that is what you would expect to see if the Earth was flat and the sun revolved above you, or the sun revolved around you. So you could say maybe it rotated above you. So there you go. Either scenario with a flat Earth, with the sun being bright where everyone could see it, or the sun not being as bright where everyone could see it. In those two different situations, neither of that is observed in nature. So therefore, you're disproven that claim that the Earth is flat. And there you have it. So, and that's, just that alone. Now, the position of the sun in the sky and the moon and all of that makes a lot of sense with the model that we currently have with the scientific community that has consensus on this. So it's great.